if you're like most employers, you pay a lot of money for your benefits for your employees. So we want to have a meeting specifically to talk about your benefits. Maybe you're making changes, maybe you're not. Maybe you're just asking for them to appreciate the benefits that you pay for them as an employer, because it isn't cheap. It's typically one of the top line items on your profit and loss statement when it comes to a company's P&L there. And so today's purpose is to talk about what are some strategies when it comes to employee meetings and how to get engagement. So first thing I want to share is routine. So this can look in multiple forms, right? Do you have manager meetings? Do you have employee meetings where you have regular stand-up things where all employees come together? And this could be one of those things where, hey, do you want to keep with that routine? They already show up, they're already there. Let's keep with that. Maybe there's an idea of breaking the mold of that routine and doing something outside of that normal meeting that breaks them, maybe gets them out of work a little bit early. Maybe it's an earlier lunch, those kind of things. So do you want to keep the routine, or do you want to break the routine and do something a little bit special for something that you pay so much money for? So speaking of routine, one of the things we said, employees love food. So if you're able to provide food for them, so it's an incentive, if you will, to pay attention during open enrollment meetings, providing food. So whether that be lunch, something like that, treats, anything that helps, food speaks to many people of that. The next thing is a decision is mandatory or voluntary. So what we mean by that is, are you telling employees that they have to show up to this meeting and learn about their benefits? Or are you saying, if you have questions, you can show up if you want to? The biggest thing that we really find here is on voluntary side. Yeah, there's a couple people who are probably engaged in their benefits and they want to learn more about it. But if you make that mandatory, people do show up. And so if there are changes going on, big things where you just want to reiterate how much money you are paying towards their benefits for a level of appreciation, mandatory might be the way to go. And last but not least, spouses. How can you engage spouses as well? So if you're doing this during business hours, they might also be at work. There's a lot of time where spouses want to make a decision between, if they have both benefits, whose benefit plan do we want to be on? And so being able to do it at a time or invite spouses, however that may look, creating marketing material, education things that appeal to spouses that says, hey, here's an on-demand video that our consultant made specifically for our benefits that is now available for spouses to watch. That's one thing. It's another piece in person or virtual. So when you have recording capabilities like this, and I'm able to put out material that says, hey, here's what's going on in our benefits. I can put material up here. I can review the benefits guide that we create, record over a Zoom call, all those sorts of things. Or sometimes it makes sense to let's do face-to-face. Let's see the employees that we're talking to so they can ask questions and things like that in person. That's another consideration there. So hopefully these are some really good tips for your next employee meeting when it comes to your benefits package. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. Also have a ton of YouTube videos about everything employee benefits related, educational and strategic. This time of year, open enrollment time, so we're heavily on that. But if you do have any recommendations, please shoot me a message. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see. Thank you for watching.